arguably, we are more or less in a neutral position here. I'm not particularly winning, he's not particularly winning. Now, in a self-defense situation, we have to give him the edge here because when he punches, it's more likely to hurt me than me trying to punch him from the bottom. Other than that, in a jiu-jitsu situation, we're about 50-50 here, right? So in order to get ahead a little bit, one of the most dominant things, and you'll see, Brad talking about this a lot in here, is going 2-on-1 and just trying to get his elbow at all past center or to the side of his shoulder. Because now I can break him down a lot easier here, right? So that's one of those things, right? Another thing is if I break his posture down somehow or another, however I do that, all right? I'm winning a little bit here. I'm starting to win, right? And so one of those grips that really helps us do a lot of that stuff is to get this lapel from either side, bring it around to the opposite side of the neck. Grab it here, or switch the hand and grab it here, especially this grip right here, because this sets up a lot of chokes, all right? So we want to bring that lapel to here, all right, first off. Then what I want to do is hopefully get that elbow across the center line. So if I were to bring him down like this, he's probably going to try to push off of me to get back up. What I want to do is get to the outside, what I'm doing over here in case you guys can't see it, just get to the outside of his elbow here, okay? Get to the outside of his elbow, and I'm going to peel it forward, all right? He's going to still push with that. When he does that, I'm going to take it to the side right here. I'm still keeping this grip right here with this lapel. When I do that, I'm going to go to crooked guard, all right? You guys, just about everybody's seen crooked guard before, right? Right? All right, so all it is it's like throwing a triangle over the shoulder. I don't quite have, like his arm is still in here, so I don't quite have a triangle. I'm throwing it over the shoulder, I'm biting down, and then this foot is going over the top of this one, so it bites down. This was okay, but it's not nearly as strong. See, it's not pushing the foot into his back here. Do you feel the difference between this and that? Yeah. Okay, so because this is helping me push this down deeper, and this is where he's gonna get out if he is, all right? You always wanna kind of turn the angle too when you do this, because it makes it a lot stronger, all right? Next thing we're gonna do here is switch grips to this, and then I'm gonna take this hand and go under the same side arm, okay, to here. This is what's called a reverse arm bar, or some people call it near side, but it's a really reverse arm bar. So I'm just gonna roll my hand under it, bring it all the way up by my neck, and then tighten my head against this here. Even if you're not able to finish that for any reason, and we'll talk about how to finish that arm bar, it's a great control position, because if I don't get this, all right, I'm here, yeah, this arm is what's gonna cause me problems, all right? So if I get here, he can't posture anymore, not as easily. This arm, he can start to posture if he has it. He pushes down here and start to try to posture up out of this and all that, right? So if I get here, then that's a lot harder, all right? Now, the other thing that people like to do is they like to try to go after this and go for the arm bar if they're in this position. Because this is just like an arm bar position, right? I'm controlling his posture and I'm controlling this arm. But since I'm in the crooked guard here, and I've got this arm blocked by this leg, I don't need to hold this. So I'm better off attacking two different arm bars at the same time. So I'm gonna come here, have this. Now I can bring this high, and just like any other arm bar, bring this over. Now I've got both arms in here for the arm bar, because I'm keeping this too, right? So if this isn't happening, then I can come for this one and go for that arm bar, right? And if he pulls that arm out, I've got the omoplata and some other things that we can do from there too, okay? So let's go back to the beginning. Getting this out, we won't worry about like how we need to do that. Just get it out before you even get started, and we'll worry about that later, okay? So I'm getting started by pulling him down. Got it here. I get this grip, get it tight so I feel like I can control his posture some. He's gonna probably try to push off of me to get up. That's when I push this elbow up and across. I do that, I'm gonna throw my legs up into the crooked guard, okay? This is when I can switch hands. As I switch hands, I'm gonna fish out, get to here. Let's just do that part right there. Okay, everybody?
All right, so
One thing that really is important for getting this right. So I've got him here. He starts to push off. I use his pressure to come across. Here, if I stay straight on my back, flat on my back and straight on him, getting my leg up into position where I can keep it is a lot harder. Plus, getting this arm across is a lot harder too. If he starts pushing off of me here and me trying to just pop it across while I'm sitting flat is a lot harder than if I scoot out this way a little bit. See, now it's easy for me to pop this across, and then look, my leg comes right over his shoulder a whole lot easier than it did before. Like, I'm not having to bring my legs way up here and I'm not able to connect them or anything. Like you guys staying flat, like your legs are coming way up here and you're having a hard time to connect them and everything. I come here, right over his shoulder, and I can clamp it down. Once I clamp it down, I can kind of come back to the center a little bit if I needed to, especially once I get this arm. Because see, look, now I'm in that sort of classic armbar position, right? Where this arm is exposed, he's pushed over to the side, I bring my leg up top, over here, right? It's a lot easier to get there, right? So if you stay flat and try to throw that crooked guard, it's just not gonna work nearly as well. And also getting his arm across isn't gonna work as well as if I just hip out a little bit to here. It's gonna be a lot easier, okay? Let's go ahead and try that a little bit more. 1, 2, 3.